What next? Needed. Smash, smash, smash! They are no match for the Moonkin. Ready. Tribe for the blood. Way? No, I'm ready. On his way. He will protect the tribe. Zazga is listening. Going now. He is going. They will not get away from Zazga. The blood of ours. Head towards certain doom. Sure. For the Moon King! Walk with her. Go join the worms. They mess with the wrong tribe. For the tribe! Enemies are attacking! Keep moving. Let him at that. He will lead the way. The tribe must survive! Enemies are attacking! This way? For the blood! are no match for the Moonkin. Tribe for the blood. Smash, smash, smash! Show him the way. What next? This belongs to the Moonkin now. The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows. What now? A building is done. Enemies are attacking! What should he do? Only fools challenge the Moonkin. Even the worms would not eat such a... Destroy them! Tear their fangs out! They messed with the wrong tribe. Go join the worms. Great. More problems to smash. They will not get away from Zazka. They will regret this. The blood for the tribe. Why must they plague the Moonkin? He might be old, but his tusks are still sharp. Smash them! May Magua guide his hands. Time to make pay. They got hurt big blood. Rotten grunters. The Greenskin will answer the Moonkin's questions now. The Moonkin. The Moonkin. The Moonkin. Centuries in freedom, and you grunters still talk like bloody slaves. The chainer is cocky for someone bleeding freely into the dust. and you're cocky for someone whose tribe whose tribe will be all ashes by the next moon. Chieftain Akrog Bone Crusher. He knows Akrog's name. Of course I do. We also know about the riot at the Paleskin Fortress, and that you and your grunters were behind it. And trust me, once we find out where that tribe camp of yours is, you'll pay for every brethren you killed. The only reason Akrog went to that fortress was to free the kin that the Chainers tried to steal and enslave. The Greenskins brought this death upon themselves.
You can't steal a warg who runs from his owner. You take it back home.
Trolls are not wargs. They are not animals.
Oh yeah? You smell, you bite, you shit. What's the difference? Tell me, Chieftain Akrog, do you ask the deer you kill and eat for their permission? Or those iron beaks you tame? No. The strong conquer the weak, as that is the way of the struggle. That's how it always has been and how it always will be. But if you were smart enough to understand that, Zarak wouldn't have made you the slaves of the orcs in the first place.
Zarak go rot. Magua is the goddess of the trolls.
Calm, little Moonblood. This greenskin is not worth his anger.
Even if the Greenskins find the Moonkin tribe camp, and they will not, the Moonkin will crush them like they crushed his horde and his kin at the fortress.
Then you'll still have the Paleskins to deal with.
What Paleskins?
All right. How would you know? When the Tusk Hunters brought the Bonekin trolls to us after they raised that shrine, they struck a pact. Once the Chainers find out where that Moonkin tribe camp is, our horde and the forces of the Tusk Hunters will march towards them together.
Lie!
Keep telling yourself that, big one.
Nonsense. The Hunters want the Moonkin tusks, and the Chainers want the Moonkin as slaves. The troll dies when he is untusked, so there is no way the two can work together.
What if I told you the orc shamans and the hunter scryers found a way to untusk you and keep you alive?
That is not possible.
Hold on to that thought if it gives you strength.
The Chainers will never find the tribe camp. Never.
We'll see about.
Good rotten riddance. This is bad news, though. Very bad news. If the Chainers and the Hunters truly struck a pact, then the only way the Moonkin can still win this is to revive the cub as soon as possible. Let them get back to the tribe camp, chieftain. Wait. Grungwar trusts the stranger's plan now? It has nothing to do with trust. But he sees now that the cub is the last hope the Moonkin have. All this blood, all this death, it has to mean something. It has to.
Grungwar speaks true. Akrog will tell the workers to decamp. Then they will march at once. Time is running out.
Sasuke, help.
What this?
He is going. Let Grungwar take a closer look. He might be old, but his tusks are still sharp. This altar has a lot of hex power. Grungwall could try to channel it. It worked. Grungwall feels like his blood is burning. He will protect the tribe. What now? More trouble? Akrogu is listening.
Find out. We'll go there.
Let Akrogu see.
Chieftain, good of him to come by. Zeramak needs something to tell.
Zeramak said he needs something. What is it?
It's true. Zeramak know Akrogu like be short, so Zeramak be short. Moonkin need more scrap for good weapons. Hexed scrap. That is nothing new, is it? The Moonkin always need scrap. True, but Zeramak asked Anug's eyes to look for a place where extra much hexed scrap is, and Iparg find. It's south of tribe camp, in big temple thing ruin. Zeramak know chieftain very busy keeping tribe safe, but maybe when march again that way, they can stop and see?
A ruin, Zeramak said. What kind? Greenskins? Brittlebones?
Brittlebones, Zeramak think. Like this one. Hibernian then.
Hexed weapons are very valuable, even to Brittlebones. What are they doing just lying around in the jungle?
Well, Zeramak know not. But the eyes say something about fog and dead Brittlebones nearby. So it probably, what the word?
Guarded? By something nasty?
That maybe. No, not likely.
Rungwar was about to say something. He should speak his mind.
Just a thought, chieftain. Not important.
Speak true.
It is just the treasures in the jungle. It reminded Grungwar of something. Probably just a story told around the campfire.
All right. Akrogu will see if they can find the time somehow.
Zeramak hope they will. Zeramak almost out of hexed scrap for mighty crush sticks. Bad.
Bad indeed. Well, if Akrogu passes that way, he will take a look at that ruin.
Good. Very good. Zeramak, wait here and keep scrapping then.
Do that. Akrogu needs to go now. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Sharp tusks, thick hide. Oh, lots of scrap, chieftain.
Chieftain Akrog, good to see you back with all limbs attached. I've already learned of what Nurbok did. A true shame. I know how much betrayal hurts.
Nurbok do wrong. But he only tried to save tribe.
A very unusual stance for a troll to take, but yes, I suppose that's one way to look at it. It's definitely a welcome development to see the Moonblood live up to his true potential. If only the same thing could be said about the Chainers learning the location of our little hideout and striking a bargain with the Tusk Hunters. Any idea how much time we have left?
Hard to say. But Anug thinks no more than 7 sun-ups, maybe 10.
Claws. Well, the clock is ticking.
What makes the stranger of this? The Chainers and the Hunters striking a pact.
What do I make of this? It's certainly pragmatic. I would have never expected to see elves and orcs working together. But apparently the prospect of riches moves even the largest mountains.
Apparently it does. Zazka remembers the stranger telling him he has been to the Mirathur before. With the Bonekin there to help, thinks the stranger the Moonkin could...
Beat the big Chainer Horde and the Tusk Hunters together? Without the Field Dog, no chance. They are in the high thousands, with the best siege machinery and warriors coin can buy. And unless there's something I'm not seeing, the Bonekin and the Moonkin together are merely a few hundred.
The stranger speaks true. At this point, Zarek's cub is their only chance.
Probably. Maybe the Moonkin should flee. Leave the cub here and hide somewhere in the jungle.
That is a bad idea, Trusted One. The Chainers and the Hunters have great trackers. They will find us one way or the other. Zaska speaks true. Not to mention that they would take the rot and the hunger with them, no matter where they go. There was a time for that decision, but it is long past. As much as Grunwald wishes it were different.
I'm biased, but I agree. We have committed to this battle, Chieftain. The only thing we can do now is see it through.
Before they will speak about anything else, the stranger will tell Akrog where he went. He should not have left the tribe camp without letting him know.
I'm not your prisoner, Chieftain Akrog. Let me be very clear on that. That said, yes, I probably should have informed you. As for where I went, I meant to bring this up anyway. I found a lead on our mystery goddess, a little Hibernian shrine not far from here. And I'm happy to say I believe I finally have a theory on her identity. I believe the masked goddess represents Tiara's eclipse aspect.
Eclipse aspect?
Yes. As you probably know, Tiara represents vigor, strength, and the sun. Those are the aspects most people associate with her and what she is worshipped for. However, she also has a clandestine side, one that is barely known and only surfaces on rare occasions. Like an eclipse. It seems like the Tiaran clergy have done all they could to keep this side of her a secret, which is why so little is known about her, and most references to her are extremely vague. But that one tome I found erased my last doubts. The masked goddess is no less than the secret side of Tiara, her eclipse.
But why would the Brittlebones keep this a secret, even among themselves?
That's the big question, isn't it? My personal theory is that she draws strength from this secrecy, just like how Zarek draws strength whenever there is a battle, and Hirin when he guides the dead into the River of Souls. It would fit perfectly with what I believe to be her aspects.
So how can the Moonkin open her portal?
Well, here is where it gets tricky. The Hibernian document was written in shaperglyphs, probably as an additional safety measure. However, I believe I have deciphered them. Her aspects are time, dreams, and mystery.
When Grunwald read the Nexus words, He said that Hirin is the guardian god of dreams.
He is. But the way I understand it, Hirin's domain is literal dreams. Whereas for the masked goddess, the word is used metaphorically.
Meta what?
Symbolic. Like the bond of trust your kind strikes between each other. For example, if a human boy or girl yearns to become a great warrior, then that would be a dream, like the ones the masked goddess represents. A positive longing, you could say.
That makes sense. The masked goddess controls time. That sounds powerful.
Yes, but I'm not sure whether she controls it or just represents an element of it. As I said, the glyphs are hard to read. However, if the masked goddess magic was used in this temple, it would certainly explain the many time windows and fractures here.
And Zarek's cub makes them even stronger. The stranger could be right.
Time, dreams, and mystery. And has the stranger already thought about which echo the Moonkin should go after?
I have. I believe our best bet is mystery and its echo of knowledge. I also have an idea where we could find it. In the scale of an elder dragon.
Dragon? Big lizard?
Yes. Except for the Guardians and the Renegades themselves, no creature on Io has seen or experienced as much as an elder. Just one scale holds more knowledge than 100 scholars.
But why not try something else first? Like the Brittlebone books here.
Because I already tried that. We might as well attempt to fill an ocean with dewdrops. We need something bigger, something more powerful. And, unless I'm grossly mistaken, a dragon scale will do the trick.
Grunwa agrees. Dragons live for hundreds of thousands of moons. If there is a totem of knowledge, then it is them.
So they must find an elder dragon. Fine. Akrogu will speak to Anok about this.
A sound plan. Though all that won't help us if we don't manage to find the echo for Nihal's portal, too.
They did. This helmet here. Look.
Wait. Isn't this
Just look.
Fine. Yes, there is definitely an echo in there, but it's fickle. I don't know how else to describe it. I will take a look at this, but it may take a while.
All right. Then Akrogu will speak to Anok in the meantime.
This looks interesting.
What is his troll ships come up?
Look, Akrogu found more.
And excretion free on top of...
We can offer more.
Phrased...
Akrogu will leave them to...
How
Hirin's hideous horse. Give it a rest, Wilbur.
What is his troll...
Akrogu needs something from...
Well, I'm good to go.
Oh, how incredibly amusing, Arthur. What do you need, Sir Troll?
Akrogu is ready. At his service. Zazga is listening. What this? Chieftain. And here he speak to stranger. He tell Chieftain where he go? Is Anug having dark thoughts? He sounds sorrowful. What? Oh, no, it is nothing. Anug can talk to Moonkin. They all kin. True, Moonblood, true. It is just... Anug still cannot believe Nurbok do something like this. I mean, if a tribe cannot trust its great warrior, then who can they trust? Why he betray Moonkin? Why? Akrogu is as angry as Anug, but he believes Nurbok truly thought he was doing something good. By make the Moonkin slaves of the Greenkin? He spit on everything the kin fight for. Anug respect the chieftain's word. But he have crushed Nurbok if he get chance. It is what he deserve. Sorry for say so, Grogwar. No need for apologies. The chieftain want to tell Anug about his talk with the stranger, no? It is true. The stranger found out who the masked goddess is, and what echo the Moonkin need to find. Really? That is good news. Anug, listen. What can he do for the tribe? An elder dragon. Anug see. It is true. Can Anug think of where one might hide? He knows the land like no other. He have an idea, but he go send 2 eyes to make sure first. It take a sun up and a sundown, maybe 2. While the chieftain is here, there is also something else Anug need to talk about. The food. Let Akrogu guess. The last hunts have been bad? Bad is not strong enough. The eyes bring back 2 boars and an eric, and they travel for a full day. This is not even enough to feed the couplings, chieftain. What about the provisions from the Brittlebone village? Chieftain Mayor sent another haul a few sunups ago, before Nurbok vanished. It is true, but that is not nearly enough. It win them maybe a few days, but that is all. And even if they raid the Brittlebone village now, I no doubt they have enough left to help with the problem. Akrogu sees. That animal plague has been getting worse then. Much worse. It seemed to have poisoned the entire Blackheart jungle and beyond. And the cub is behind it, Anug is sure. Every time the Moonkin bring back a part of its flesh, the plague grows stronger. They have known about that for a while. Nothing they can do about it now. Probably not, no.
Well, they cannot leave here until they have resurrected the cub, so they need to find a way. Has Anog an idea?
He have, but it is risky. About 4 days' march north from here, at the coast, there is a furtive meadowland with lots of fish, game, and soil for farming. Anog think the chieftain must send part of the tribe there.
Furtive. Ah, Anog means fertile. So, he wants Akrog to split up the tribe.
It is the only way Anog can think of. Akrog and the most important warriors and scrappers stay here to fight the chainers and the hunters when they arrive. And the other kin go to safety. Risky, but probably better than starving to death. What thinks Trusted One?
This meadowland, how safe is it?
It is hard to say, but Anog think rather safe. There is no tribe camps wide and far, not Brittlebone, not Greenskin, not Troll. It is for sure safer than here, with the chainers and the hunters march towards them.
He has a point. The kin with the rot are very weak. Will they even survive such a long march?
That is the question Anog think about much too. But he speak to Crumb, and Crumb say there is still life grass left. He could brew a concoction to make the pain bearable for the journey. Good thinking.
But then there will be nothing left for afterwards.
Let them pray Zarek's cub can cure them then.
All right. It seems like the Moonkin have no choice. Anog will drum up the weak ones and get them to that meadowland as soon as he can. If all goes well, the Moonkin will not be in this cursed temple much longer. Akrog has spoken.
Anog do. And he sent eyes to look for that dragon too. They find one, he swear.
Good. Time to go back to the stranger then. Let them pray Nurbok's helmet has the echo they need.
Interesting. Probably.
Ah, Chieftain, just at the right time.
Had the helmet the echo they needed?
I'm not certain yet, but I have a grasp on its aura now. How does it feel?
This is it. Cowardice.
Then let's seal it into the Echo Shaper.
Let Grunwa take a closer look.
Well then, let all this not have been for nothing.
Who would have thought a betrayal would save the Moonkin?
Ironic indeed. I suggest you waste no more time then, Chieftain. See what's beyond there. Just 2 more pieces and the field dog will be whole again.
They will.
Be moving. dozen sundowns until the chainers and the tusk hunters would find the temple. A dozen more, and the Moonkin would starve. Thinking of this, Akrog spoke little as the four trolls stepped through the hex gate. Once again, the strange sensation of the gate's power flowed through him. The last time he felt this way was on his first hunt with Sire Narjak, who had guided Akrog's hand when he had flung the throwing spike. Was this feeling pride? Courage? Akrog knew he could do with both in that moment. Where're they? It's all dark.
Underground, by the looks of it. Grungwar, what are those iron poles? They seem, Akrog knows not, alive.
Pipes, the Brittlebones call them. They carry things like water, or even hexes from one place to another. Dwarves must have built this. Grumph? What is dwarf? Brittlebones, but tiny. They pray to the guardian this temple is devoted to, Nihalf. Grungwar thought there were none on Urgath except for the scions of the King Shepherd. But it seems like he was wrong. Again.
Is Grungwar all right? He has been so quiet.
It is nothing.
This is about Nurbok, no?
Grungwar told the chieftain, it is nothing. He will not be a burden.
The scions of the kind shepherd. The ones who hid the treasure in the jungle.
The very same.
Well, whatever these tubes did, it saved the Brittlebones who lived here not from death. This temple is deserted, like all the others.
Dead. 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 All the temple's dead because of Zarek's cub. Big Blood really think it will be nice to Moonkin? It will be, Noag. The Moonkin are freeing it, so it will be grateful. Come, trusted one. Let them find this body part and get out of here. Zazka may like shovel claws and tunnels, but this place makes his hide crawl. Can Zazka help?
He is going.
What is that? This altar has a lot of hex power. Grungwar could try to channel it. Feel this. It is like lightning is running through their blood. He is on his way.